Tell me what you feel about government. You're saying how the role of government
I love
versus
government.
role of church.
Government is a great thing, but there's all kinds of different governments. The Bible is about government. It's about good government and bad governments, and showing you how you move from one to the other and how you move back again to good government. And good government requires individual responsibility, individual people caring again about each other. The more you centralize the power in government, the weaker society becomes. Families break down. Half of the children today are being raised in single-parent families. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. You can't change that by legislation. You have to change that by changing the hearts of the people. And one of the ways to do that is change the way in which people relate to one another. The responsibilities of community have to go back to the people. Well, people are concerned about the breakdown of the moral character of society. They're concerned about breakdown of the economy, which is an extension of the breakdown of the moral character of society. People thinking me first, bail me out, save me, but they're not thinking about the repercussions of that in their neighbors. There's a whole generation. We started with magazines like Life, and then we went to People, then we went to magazines like Us, and now we have magazines called Me. The fact is we've become a self-centered society, and we need to return to a state of community where we're thinking about others as much as ourselves. We have to return to society instead of this separation that has been taking place throughout all communities, everywhere. And unfortunately, you find more of that in our missions in the field, in poorer countries where people are still caring about one another. And in the wealthier countries, they seem to be absolutely bankrupt on the idea of taking care of one another. To say people are like sheep is actually giving sheep a bad rap. Range sheep know what it's like to roam the range and stay together and take care of one another. A shepherd doesn't force the sheep to do this or that. He guides the sheep. He protects the sheep. He leads them beside the still waters, as it says in Psalms. These are the lessons that you learn from sheep, is that you learn patience. You learn long suffering when you're out in the middle of a snowstorm and that lamb just won't come, and you have to be there for them. And so sheep teach the shepherd to be a good shepherd. And in that sense, that's what people need. They need a good shepherd who's not going to rule over them, but guide them in the good ways, the ways of life.